Hi, my name is Tanya and I've been traveling around Sri Lanka with my husband for 1 month. We've been to different destinations, you can see all of them in my YouTube channel. We started from Colombo, then we went by train to Hikkaduva, after that to Unavatuna and Galle. We spent for 1 week in both Hikkaduva and Unavatuna and it was really a great time. Then we took a bus to Yala and saw the famous 9-arch bridge and other sites there. Then we spent some peaceful days in Wara area and finished everything in Kandy, where I am actually now. So I'm going to show you all the pluses and minuses of Sri Lanka in my opinion. I can repeat, it's only my opinion, your opinion and your experience can differ from mine, and it is absolutely okay. And besides, if I am saying that something is not great, it doesn't mean that I don't like the country. Yeah, it's a disclaimer for all the viewers who are going to post some rude comments to my videos, because it is my experience, it's my opinion, and I've been to different countries and I can compare. And if something is not great in the country, it doesn't mean that the country is great. As for a person, yeah, for example, I am a bad dancer, but I am a good singer, and it doesn't mean that I am a bad person at all. So subscribe to me first to see all my adventures, to follow other travels which are going to be in these videos in my channel. And let's start talking about pluses and minuses of Sri Lanka. First, pluses. Of course, the first plus is the beauty. Sri Lanka is a very beautiful country and it is beautiful everywhere. On the coast, in the cities such as Galle, at the mountains. It is one of the most beautiful countries in our life, especially the roadway from Yala to Kandy. So if you are a big fan of nature, of beauty, you must go to Sri Lanka and explore it yourself. And that's how people spend time here, traveling and enjoying the beauty. Second, prices. Sri Lanka is a very cheap country. I have already published a video about our expenses for 1 month, and actually it is the cheapest country in our life. All the prices here are quite low, from the accommodation to food. For example, you can get a roti, it's like a bun, traditional food, for just 150 rupee, which is half a dollar. Taxi here is less than $1 and all the transportation is very cheap again. You can take a bus for 7 hours and pay for it just only 1000 rupee, which is around $3. For the train, it's the same. First class trains are more expensive, of course, but for second class train you can travel for just 200 rupees, which is again less than $1. In Galle we took just best milkshakes in our life for 250 rupees, again less than $1. Especially if you cook at home and buy food at local stores or at supermarkets. If you don't want to have lunch in a restaurant, you can go to some local food courts or to the market and buy cheap fruit and vegetables. The same for accommodation. For example, in Hikkaduva and Unavatuna we rented good flats with kitchen for just $10 a day, so it was about $60 a week, and it is a very good price. Even in Vietnam we didn't have such good apartments for such low prices. Yeah, you see, I filmed you some of the prices to prove it. Third, All the destinations are quite understandable and quite easy to reach. I mean that you can take a train or a bus almost everywhere, almost from everywhere. And there are different ways to go from one point to another. For example, you can take a train from Colombo to Hikkaduva, or you can take a bus. And it depends only on you and your budget. Everything is quite cheap. Then people. All the people in Sri Lanka are so friendly, are so open, are so ready to help. For example, when I had problems with my bicycle, I could just stop and ask any person and everybody would help me. People here love their country so much and they are eager to tell you about their country and they are eager to help, to give some advice. And you feel quite safe in this country because of people, because you can turn to almost everyone and get help. This is definitely the advantage of this country. Yeah, you see. Accommodations, there are types and prices again. As I've already said, our accommodation in Hikkaduva and Unavatuna were really cheap and really great. We even had kitchen and we cooked a lot. We used the platform booking and here it is quite convenient to use because you don't need to make a prepayment, you don't need to pay with your card, you just book and you can cancel anytime, you can just come to the accommodation and pay for it, of course in rupees, not in dollars. Sometimes we also search for flats on foot, but here there were no such need. In Kandy, Nuwara, Colombo, accommodation is a bit more expensive, but still. Everybody speaks English. And it is very important for a traveler because you need to communicate somehow. We've traveled around the Southeast Asia for 1.5 years. For example, in Thailand, in Philippines, in Malaysia, everybody speaks English and it is quite easy. But for example, in Indonesia, nobody does, so we had to learn Indonesian, at least the numbers. Or for example, in Turkey, in some cities, we needed to learn Turkish and speak Turkish. So here there was no need of learning Sri Lankan languages. They are different because everybody speaks here English and it is quite easy to understand these people. They are friendly and ready to help you. One of the biggest pluses for us is the sea. We love swimming and my husband likes snorkeling and diving, so the sea is a very big advantage in Sri Lanka as it is just perfect. It is very warm, very calm, and you derive a lot of pleasure from swimming in it. So if you are a sea lover, go to Hikkaduva. It has just the best beaches, especially if you have rest with your children, because sea here is just one of the best things in Sri Lanka. By the way, write in the comments if you like swimming in the sea or not. And there are a lot of animals. We are not such big fans of nature, but still it is a plus. Monkeys, squirrels, a lot of lizards, they are so nice and they can be seen in their nature environment, which is very precious actually. Especially if you love nature, if you love animals and if you love watching them and if you want to discover them in the wild nature, Sri Lanka is a must for you. You must go there and see all the animals which you can find here. Now let's talk about the minuses. First, it is the roads. Actually, the routes themselves are really good, but it takes you a lot of time to go from one destination to another. I have made videos about Sri Lanka train and Sri Lanka buses, and it happens because of the beauty around. For example, from Ella to Nuwara area it is just 20 kilometers, but the road is 70 kilometers. And it takes you about 4 hours to go from Ella to Nuwara area all in all. It happens because all around you find beautiful hills, tea plantations, and you need to go around them. Also, the seats are very small, they are not comfortable, and reaching your destination in Sri Lanka takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, not a lot of money, but still you spend a lot of your energy in it. Then internet. It is the biggest disadvantage for us because we're working as digital nomads and having bad internet is crucial for our work. We had mobile internet and it wasn't good in all the corners of the country. We were quite lucky in 2 apartments where we lived for 2 weeks. We had good internet, but usually it was really bad. It was almost absence of internet. Of course, we could load some Telegram news or read something, but it was impossible to upload a story, to upload a YouTube video. So if you work online, it is not so great. Then food. It was not that tasty for us. And also almost the absence of meat. We like meat, but almost all tasty food is here vegetarian. Maybe everything here is quite spicy. Local food is quite cheap, of course, but the European food is much more expensive, and we didn't like local food so much. When you try it first time, you can say, well, yeah, it's okay, it's quite tasty, but usually you don't want to return, so that's why we cooked a lot. And finally, the heat. For us, it was not such a disadvantage because we know where we were going, but some people who don't love heat may have bad experience here because it is more than 30 degrees and it is quite hot, and you won't find air conditioner in every room you rent, especially if it is not expensive. Also, in some mountain districts like Nuwara, it is very cold at night. And it is funny because you feel bad because of the heat, then you go to the mountains and there you are cold, especially at night, so you're just, what's going on? Thanks for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. So give this video a like, I was trying very hard to make some interesting content for you, and subscribe to me if you want to see more videos about Sri Lanka or about any other destinations. See you, bye bye!